One of the coolest wildlife experiences I've had was observing a zoo gorilla showing genuine facial expressions like a human would when something didn't go as planned. As I watched the gorilla make this expression, it brought to mind a common misconception. The idea that humans evolved from gorillas is not supported by most scientists. They argue that humans did not evolve from gorillas or any other great apes, but the two do share a common ancestor. This common ancestor existed 5 to 8 million years ago. It was at that time the two species diverged into separate lineages. As we started on our own unique evolutionary path, so did the gorilla. They developed distinct features, including a large size and muscular build. Their bodies became suited to a life spent mostly on the ground. Yet they retained the ability to climb trees when necessary. Over time, gorillas became adapted to their forest habitats. Their powerful jaws and teeth evolved to handle tough vegetation, adaptations that set the stage for the astonishing creatures we know today. All right then, how do they behave? How are they similar to or different from the human species? And will they shake my hand if I approach politely? Let's start with that last question. No. Please do not approach a gorilla in the wild. However, observing from a distance reveals fascinating details. Gorillas are highly social animals. They live in groups called troops. At the heart of each troop is the silverback male, the leader and protector. He makes all the important decisions for the group, including where to roam in search of food. Speaking of food, well, gorillas are herbivores. Their diet consists mainly of leaves, shoots and stems. They also enjoy fruits when it's available. An adult gorilla can eat up to 30 kilograms of vegetation in a single day. Their large bellies are adapted to digest this high-fiber diet. The daily food mission for a gorilla troop starts at dawn when they leave their nesting sites and begin to forage. Foraging takes up a significant part of their day. They move slowly through the forest, stopping frequently to feed. Then, after a good chow down, it's time to nap or engage in grooming activities. Grooming is not just for cleanliness, it also strengthens social bonds within the troop. In the afternoon, they resume foraging until it's time to make their nests for the night. Nest making is a daily ritual for gorillas. Each individual, except for infants, builds their own nest by bending nearby vegetation into a circular shape. These nests are usually on the ground for lowland gorillas, while mountain gorillas often build their nests in trees. Building their own spaces is just one example of their fascinating cognitive abilities. Gorillas are among the most intelligent non-human primates. They have demonstrated problem-solving skills in various studies. Some gorillas in captivity have even learned to use simple tools, showing their ability to understand cause and effect. And how about communication? In the wild, gorillas communicate through a variety of means. Vocalizations are an important part of this, with a range of calls including grunts, roars and screams. Each serves a different purpose. Their facial expressions also play a key role, conveying a range of emotions that are often recognizable to us. As recognizable as they may be, not all gorillas are the same. There are two distinct species of gorillas, the eastern gorilla and the western gorilla. Each of these species is further divided into two subspecies, giving us a total of 4 types of gorillas with their own unique characteristics and habitat preferences. This brings us to the question of the population. The current state of gorilla populations is indeed a cause for concern because all 4 subspecies are endangered or critically endangered. Recent estimates of the critically endangered groups paint a sobering picture. The mountain gorillas total around 1,000 left in the wild, while the cross-river gorillas are at around 300 individuals. How in the world did we get here? Well, gorillas face numerous threats in the wild. Habitat loss is perhaps the most significant. As human populations expand, forests are cleared for agriculture and development. Disease is a growing concern for gorilla populations as well. Their close genetic relationship to humans makes them susceptible to many of the same diseases. In the end, the future of gorillas hangs in the balance. Their survival depends on our actions. The good news is that conservation efforts have shown some success. Mountain gorilla population, for example, has slowly increased, but much work remains to be done. Social media and online platforms have raised awareness and funds for conservation projects. These tools will likely become even more important in the future. Ultimately, we must address the root causes of their decline and preserve the special bond between us and our beloved evolutionary pals, the gorillas.